Good morning, class. Welcome to the second session of the topic Articles and Determiners. In the previous class, we discussed what are determiners. What are determiners? They are words that specify a noun or point at it. They don't do anything other than that. So their role is to specify the noun, which noun you're talking about, and points at the noun, tells you in the sentence where the noun is. Okay, that's the role of determiners. Let's now move further and we'll understand the 5 kinds of determiners that we have not discussed. We discussed articles earlier in the previous class in lots of detail. Before we begin that, keep in mind that all determiners that you're going to do can be qualified into specific and general according to their use. If you're talking about a specific noun, then your determiner is specific. If you're talking about a general noun, you don't know exactly how many or how much, your determiner is a general determiner. Okay? Now let's see the uses of determiners and what they mean for us. Now determiners are very easy to spot but trickier to define. How are they easy to spot? They come right before the noun. And they will always come before the noun. Okay? So they are easier to spot. Why trickier to define? Because you may get confused between adjectives and determiners. I'll clear that confusion by the end of the video. Don't worry about that. So first thing that you need to remember, determiners come right before the noun. And they come before which kind of nouns? Only countable nouns. A determiner will never come before uncountable nouns. Now take a look at this lion. See, I used a determiner. The lion, determiner. A lion, my lion, that lion, some lions. So a is article, my is possessive determiner, that is demonstrative determiner, and some is quantifying determiner. Okay? Now let's see the definition. A determiner specifies noun as known or unknown. What's the meaning of this? I told you, specific and general. This gives more information about the noun and puts it into a context. Now determiners according to your book are 6 kinds. Here in this video we'll deal with 4 first and then 2 later after this video is over. So articles already discussed, a, and the. A and an are general articles. They do not refer to any specific noun, hence they are general determiners. The is a definite determiner. It refers to a specific thing. Second kind is possessives. They show possession, a thing that belongs to someone. That is how you show possession. My lion, your lion, his lion, her lion, their lion. Okay? So shows possession. Next is quantifiers. They show the quantity. Okay, the quantity can be exact number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or exact number, then it is specific determiner. If you have words like some or many, they are general determiners. So you can differentiate each determiner into specific and general according to what it tells you about the noun. Okay, the fourth kind, demonstrative determiners. It demonstrates the noun, tells you if the noun is close by or if the noun is further away. So how do you use the words to show close by and further away? For singular words, you will use, for singular nouns you will use this. For plural nouns you will use these, but nearby. For further away, for singular noun you will use that. For plural noun, you will use those. Okay? So far you're clear? After this, we are left with 2 more kinds of determiners. A determiner comes before a noun. We've already established that. Let's see some examples. It puts the noun into context. It tells you where the noun is. It spots the noun for you very simply. So you spot the noun, you spot the determiner. Okay, so let's do a small exercise in which you first find the nouns and then you'll find your determiners. Take a look at the first sentence. He looked up at the tree. Specific determiner, the tree. You're talking about a specific noun. It loomed over them like a tower. So your next determiner is a tower. In the wind. One of these days, his tree, his sister, possessives, that thunder, demonstrative is definitely getting louder. So you see, every time they've come just before a noun. So easy to spot. I hope you can find your determiner easily. Now, a determiner can be followed by an adjective, but an adjective will not be followed by a determiner. Okay? Let's take a few examples. It can come before a noun or before the adjective that may be describing the noun. So two places for the determiner. It can come right before the noun, or it can come before the adjective that the noun is defining, before the adjective that is defining the noun. The remaining two determiners that were not discussed in the video. This one is interrogative determiners. Interrogative determiners are used before a noun or a noun phrase to ask questions. We use which, what as determiners to ask a question about a specific group of people or things. What books do you like to read? Which restaurants do you go to? The sixth kind is distributives. It shows the distribution of the noun, just like adjectives. Okay? Either, neither, each, every. Now let's understand the difference between adjectives and determiners. You will say, ma'am, we used all these words in adjectives also. They sound absolutely similar. How would I know that I'm pointing out a determiner or an adjective? I will get confused. I don't know if the same word, this, that is playing the role of adjective or determiner. I'll put it very simply for you. Many websites will tell you that determiners and adjectives are totally different. But according to Old English, the rules that we followed earlier, we placed adjectives under the category of determiners as a subtype of determiners. So you can simply just understand that the 5 categories of adjectives, which 5? Demonstrative, possessive, interrogative, distributive, and quantifiers are all under determiners. It's the same thing. You can call that word determiner. You can call that word adjective. Okay? So why are they under the same category? Because determiners can function adjectively. Determiners can also function as adjectives. So not all adjectives are determiners. Okay? Only these 5 categories that I mentioned are determiners. Okay? So no need to get confused. If I ask you to point out adjectives, if these are these 5, you write adjective. If I ask you to point determiners, these 5 categories, you write determiners. If I don't tell you that identify adjective or determiner for me, you can tell me both the things. You can tell me, ma'am, this is an adjective or this is a determiner. You won't be wrong. For example, I say this is my pen. So you can say, ma'am, my here is a possessive determiner. I'll say, okay, correct. Or you can say, ma'am, my here is a possessive adjective. I'll say you are correct again. Because both the things are right. So you will understand that these 5 determiners that I mentioned and these 5 adjectives that you have done are the same thing. So these 5 adjectives, categories of adjectives fall under determiners. Now let's understand the difference. They are not exactly the same. We understood that. Articles do not function as adjectives. That is one kind of determiner that does not have anything to do with adjectives, which is articles. Okay. Only these 5. Now let's move on and understand the difference between adjectives and determiners. Now what's the difference? The difference is a determiner and an adjective both quantify a noun, but determiner limits the meaning of the noun. What do you mean by limiting the meaning? It only points at the noun, adds nothing extra to the noun. So in short, a determiner does not modify a noun. Adjective can modify a noun. So that's difference number 1. Okay. The forms of adjective can change while determiners do not change. What do you mean by forms? Degrees. We understood the degrees of comparison in adjectives. Those kind of degrees are available only in adjectives, not in determiners. Okay. An adjective is placed before the noun or as a complement of a noun, while a determiner can come only before a noun. So adjective can be placed in the complement part of the sentence also, like we did in the previous chapter. But a determiner will never be placed as a complement. Okay. So there are only two places for the determiner to exist in the sentence. First, before the noun. Second, before such an adjective that is defining the noun. Okay. An adjective always comes after a determiner, while a determiner precedes other adjectives. So determiner will come before an adjective, never after an adjective, and other way round. Determiner will come before adjective, adjective will follow a determiner. Okay. So what basically is the difference here? The 5 categories that we mentioned, demonstrative, possessive, interrogative, distributive and quantifiers. These 5, remember, these 5 adjectives are subtype of determiner. Articles have nothing to do with adjectives. Okay. Other than these 5, the adjectives that are used for uncountable nouns are not determiners. Okay, they do not fall under the category of determiners. I hope you understand it thoroughly. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask me. Okay, we will discuss excuse me, all your doubts in our class. There is one thing I missed in the video, that is no, the use of no. No is a negative determiner. It answers the question in negation. Will you do this work for me? No, I will not. So no is a negative determiner. Alright. I hope you've understood articles and determiners very well. Also, you've understood the difference between articles and determiners. Also, the things that are common between articles and determiners. So there are a few things that are common between the two of them. There are a few things that are different between the two of them. Okay. All the best, class. Thank you very much.